We have to stop treating waste as just a material that we all dispose of. It's a valuable resource. It's got carbon, it's got energy, it's got hydrogen, it's got metals, it's full of valuable materials that we're just now throwing away. And one of the problems we face in the UK now is that we're throwing away millions upon millions of tons, and it either is being burnt, where it's complete loss, or it's being sent to landfill, which is also a complete loss, or in some cases it's actually being exported. There are millions of tons of waste being exported to the continent each year. With our changing relationship to the European Union, that is going to become more and more problematic, and that problem is going to burgeon and burgeon and burgeon to a point where we can't actually export the waste, and we have to do something with it internally.
The plant in Swindon takes household waste and converts it into low carbon fuels while capturing carbon dioxide. We split the process into 3 separate stages. In the first stage, we take the household waste, it's shredded and dried, and recyclable material like metals are removed from it. In the second stage, we take that household waste and we heat it using a process known as gasification to produce a crude synthesis gas made up of carbon monoxide and hydrogen, but also containing contaminants called tars and ash. We then remove that as tars and ash using a high temperature plasma furnace that converts the tar into fuel.
So when I started out in the industry about 10 years ago, there really wasn't much information about the biofuel industry at all. It was really the way to deal with problems, materials in those days was to either bury it or burn it. And that really hasn't changed much. Some new technologies have come along, such as the rad gas process, and part of my role of being Chief Technical Officer is to publicise the fact that new technologies are out there, make it more publicly acceptable that there are alternatives to just burying your problems in the ground or burning it and watching the smoke rise. There are alternatives that are much, much better.